Hello, Global Gladiators. Today we're going to be looking at Governor Max, the final stretch goal from the original Kickstarter of Street Masters Rise of the Kingdom. He was the mayor of Ransom City until the Onyx League blew him up, but they had the technology. They did rebuild him, and now he's the closest thing to a paladin that the game has. He can stand up and fight with just about anyone, and he's one of the best healers in the game. He generates a ridiculous amount of defense tokens, and his power usage is unique among the fighters. Looking at his fighter card, you can see he has a moderate amount of health, but that's not going to matter because he's going to be able to heal so quickly. What is important is the X on his power sign. The way he works is he has two separate pools of power that he generates. Some will go onto the deck and some go onto his card. For a normal fighter, all of the power would go onto the card. So you have to keep track of which pools you're using. When he does flip over to the charge side, the first thing you may notice is there's no action on the card. There's some rules that say every time you would draw a card, you have to discard a power from your deck, which flips it back to the normal side when it runs out. But the attack is an exhaust, which opens up your ability action to be used on one of the tactic cards, or it could have been used already in the turn for the regular side's attack. There are only 3 out of the 8 cards for Max that use this charge side. So we're going to focus on the tactics and other abilities for a little bit, and then come back to what you can do with this charge side in a second. A great early card to get out is tapping the reserves. It allows you to exhaust and move from one pool to another your power tokens, as well as gives you a free power token every single round. You could use your action and do something crazy, which is to gain 5 power and then give power to all the other fighters or let them all draw a new card. This makes you everybody's friend early on when both of those things are hard to get. Next, we're going to start using those power tokens to heal with cooldown mode. The action here allows you to gain 4 defense tokens to anyone on your team. So all of the fighters, the allies, the objectives. It's wonderful to be able to create all that defense. But it's also wonderful to be able to use that defense with the exhaust ability. If you're standing next to another fighter, you can use 2 of your defense tokens to block for them, which will still gain power for you. Then, if you still need more healing, you have Artificial Adrenaline. This card lets you increase your punch damage and heal for 3. You'll probably never use the attack, since your normal attack also does punch damage, but would give you power in addition. But combined, the 3 of these cards allow you to heal 4 damage every single round, get defense tokens, do damage. You're incredibly versatile, and you can help give cards to other players, which powers them up, especially if they have combo abilities that require cards to be in their hand, like Brandon. Speaking of cards in your hand, if you'll notice, none of the tactic cards that Max has have feint abilities, which means when you draw cards, if you draw a second or third copy, it's basically a wasted card. You need to be able to pull more cards into your hand if possible in order to keep your turns rolling. Now it's time to look at the cards that are actually affected by the charge side of your fighter card. First is Jumpstart. I don't feel that the charged power is worth much, since you have to take 3 damage in order to do 3 attacks and gain 3 power. You won't be able to do a second card action, which means you probably won't be able to use that power anyway. High and Dry, on the other hand, if you have a total of 6 power ready to go and you flip, you can do your normal attack, exhaust your fighter card to do an additional attack. Then you can move the 1 space and attack for 2 kick damage, or 2 kick attacks. Maybe it will be more damage with criticals. And then discard the remaining 5 power from your deck to do 5 more punch damage. That's an incredible amount of damage in one attack. If you have no more power tokens on your deck, your card is going to flip back to its non-charged side, and you will still be able to gain cards as normal at the end of your turn. If you were to keep more power on your deck than what you were going to absolutely use in your turn, it's just going to get wasted and you won't be able to draw a card at the end. I hope this video was helpful and that you'll play Max. If you have comments, questions, concerns, feel free to let me know.